Hey guys, welcome back to Look Past Limits. This week you're going to see us exploring Vancouver Island.
We're starting in Comox. It's where we took the ferry across to from Powell River, where we ended last week on the Sunshine Coast. So, let's go and see what Vancouver Island's got to offer. So we had a quick look around Comox and then we came here. We've just checked into an Airbnb. So we've been on the road for 3 months now and we've stayed in, this will be the third Airbnb. So we've had one night each month where we've been able to live normally inside. So for the next 2 days we're not going to be doing any exploring, we're not going to be doing any adventuring, we're not going to be going anywhere. We're just going to be here, enjoying the home comforts that we never have. When you're on the road living in the back of a truck like we are, the thought of having some hot running water and a normal shower, and what we're most looking forward to is a sofa and a big TV. We've actually got our own videos up there on the TV just now. We've only checked in a couple of minutes ago, but it's the first time that we've ever seen our videos on a big screen because we're editing on a 13-inch laptop and usually watching them on the phones. So it's good to see it for the first time. So yeah, here's where we're staying for the next couple of days. We've got a proper kitchen to cook in, which Vendy's excited about. So here we are, home for the next couple of days. So we had an awesome couple of days in the accommodation. We didn't film anything and we didn't edit anything. Actually, we didn't do much of anything at all. The whole point of being in the accommodation was just to get some time to really chill out and not have to do anything, and that's pretty much exactly what we done. We just enjoyed the home comforts, ate and drank too much for 2 days straight and watched Netflix and YouTube, and yeah, pretty much nothing else. For anyone watching who doesn't travel, you're not going to understand it. It's going to seem weird probably, but for anyone who does travel the way we do, you'll understand how we're feeling. And when you're living in the back of a car for 3 months and you're constantly doing something every day, we make it feel like we make it sound like it's work, and you're probably looking at it like we've just been on holiday for months. Well,
we just needed a holiday from holiday, which seems really weird, but
we have been on holiday for months, but every day you've got stuff to work out. Nobody's making any route for us or any plans for us or anything, so it's mentally tiring because you've got the constant working out every day, as well as the physically tiring of going on a hike every day or going and doing something. So
we need to figure out a lot of things on a day-to-day basis, like where we get water, where we shower, where we sleep. We're constantly on the move. Also, we need to figure out what we want to see, what's worth seeing, what time of the day we're going, things like that. So yeah,
and you've got to make sure that you get to the right place at the right time so that the light's in the right direction for nice photos, and there's just something to work out all the time. So it was great to have 2 days in the accommodation just doing and thinking about absolutely nothing. But
we're back, we're all packed up, back in the truck, ready to go and explore Vancouver Island. And we only just checked out from the accommodation this morning, and here we are. We just drove a little bit down the road and we're already sitting here trying to make a decision where to turn next. So
we did think about doing some research when we were in the accommodation, because when we came over to Vancouver Island we had some places that we wanted to see, but we don't have much of a plan. And so when we were in the accommodation we were thinking about, should we be trying to make a plan or work out what we're going to see, but the whole point of being there was to not have to do any of that,
and not
to think about anything. So yeah, here we are, half an hour down the road, we're sitting in a car park and we're trying to work out what way do we go next and what do we need to do. And so we make it sound like it's really hard work, this, eh? So it's looking like at the moment we started heading south down the coast, and it's looking like we're about to head out to Fino. We just need to stop somewhere tomorrow to make another video for you guys. That's always another problem when we're on the road, and again we could have been doing that easily in the accommodation because we had power and Wi-Fi and somewhere nice to sit, but yeah, we didn't want to. So we need to find a cafe or a library or something like that tomorrow that we can spend the day in making another video so that you can watch us, and then the day after tomorrow we'll hopefully make it out to Fino.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like just now. We'll see.
So, not a very exciting start to the video for you guys, but that's an update for what's happening with us.
Look guys, we made it to the west coast!
We've only just arrived. It's almost dark, but the light is absolutely amazing. There's loads of surfers out there. Feeling some real Pacific Northwest vibes here. So cool. So it's getting dark and we're back to this national park nonsense. There's nowhere roundabout to stay in the van really. They're strict on checking that people aren't boondocking, and we don't have a campsite booked because we didn't know if we were going to get here or not. So we're going to head back to the truck and try and find somewhere to sleep, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Come on you, get up. Good morning guys. We drove up this logging road last night in the dark and managed to find a space to stay here. We've got some neighbours next to us here doing the same thing, and if I can manage to persuade this monkey in here to get out of her bed, then we'll be heading to Ucluelet very shortly. Fino and Ucluelet are two coastal communities on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and until relatively recently they were very remote working fishing villages.
Only had boat access, and then in 1950s they have built a road across to connect them to the rest of the island. Most of the other stuff and other towns are on the east side of Vancouver Island.
So over the years this place gradually increased in popularity, and now they are super popular resort towns, mostly with tourists visiting from Vancouver area for a weekend or so.
So Tofino's on the north and Ucluelet is down south. They're like 40 minutes apart from each other, and in between you can see all the rugged coastline, some beautiful sandy beaches. It's really known for a lot of wildlife and coastal life, all the birds.
One of the main reasons why people come here is for the surfing. It's actually been voted as one of the best surf areas in the whole of North America, and both the towns are supposed to have a real surf vibe, so that'll be really cool to check out.
So first stop for us will be Ucluelet. We're gonna explore the town and the surrounding areas, and we just stopped on the big beach.
The beaches here in Ucluelet are really wild and rugged and rocky like this, and as we move up the coast towards Fino they should become more and more sandy. So where are we off to today, honey?
We are going to see the Ucluelet lighthouse. There is a short loop trail what takes you around the coast and through the forest, and you can see the coast of the Pacific Ocean with a stop at a lighthouse. So that's what we're off to.
So we've just come round the trail a bit from the lighthouse, and this is the entrance here to the natural harbour going into the other side of Ucluelet. And I don't know if you guys can see or not, but out there's a green buoy or buoy depending on where you are watching in the world. And round here there's a red one. We can't see it just now, it's just behind the trees here. But this one actually, with the waves, it makes it ring a bell. And when the waves go through this one, it makes it whistle. And this is a notorious area for shipwrecks, even recent ones in today's day and age when everybody has GPS. But when the fog gets so bad here that you're trying to come into the harbour and you can't see anything, the sailors can sail in here and listen for the bells ringing on the port side and the whistle ringing on the starboard side as they're trying to navigate their way into the harbour here. So we thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe you.
So we thought that we will tell you.
So we thought that we would tell you. So you heard us telling you yesterday that this is a surf town here, the whole area is surf town, and so we thought it would be rude to come here and not give it a bash, eh?
So that's what we're doing today. We actually wanted to go surfing 7 years ago when we were in Indonesia. That was one of the first places we travelled together, and it just never happened. So here we are 7 years later, finally it's happening. We're gonna give it a try.
So this right here is Jamie, the pro, who's going to teach us today what we're doing.
Nice to meet you. This is going to be our gas pedal here. This is going to be our brake. And all the way to center. Then we just lift up. And this is our yoga pose. Woo, perfect. And so that will turn your body forward a little bit. This is going to give us the most efficient paddle. Now, it's also important from our plank, we take our scoot it forward like this and bring our front foot forward. So we're in the center. Paddle, 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 up, plank, back leg, front leg.
We've got some typical West Coast weather here.
How's that? That was a little bit of a weird one for you.
Yeah.
Get low, get
So what do you think of your first surf lesson?
This is not easy. Awesome though.
So the instructor is away for another lesson and he left us this on our own, but it's quite tough. He also told us that the waves today are really shitty, so the weather's not in our favour. So you just get constantly pushed by the waves back. It's really difficult to stay out here.
Another attempt.
We suck, definitely. We can blame it on the waves today, but so we've got the boards until tomorrow, so we're gonna try again, see if the waves are any better, give it another shot, but it's really crappy today.
So, we're going to be surfers today?
Don't think so. Don't think we're gonna be good at this.
So that was awesome. It probably wasn't very good for you guys to watch because it was super difficult to try and film and learn to surf at the same time, but yeah, it was really good. Even although our instructor told us many times that the waves were pretty crappy today, and I'm sure he wasn't just saying that to make us feel better, I think they actually were. But yeah, even with the crappy waves we had a good time. So what do you think, honey?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good. We had fun. I think it was a good idea to book a lesson as well. We learned a lot about how the waves are formed and stuff. We wouldn't have a clue where to go, which beach to go.
Yeah, we did consider just renting the boards and trying it ourselves,
yeah,
but the lesson was a good idea.
Definitely was a good idea, and yeah, it just, I guess we were talking about it and Steve was saying that if you do some other sports and you're not very good at it at the first time, it's like it puts you off, but with this it's like you want to keep trying it. And
yeah, I can see how it's addictive, eh?
Yeah. So we're gonna go tomorrow. Hopefully the waves will be a bit better and we're gonna give it another try. Feel much better now after a hot shower too. We were pretty freezing by the time it came out. And we happened to book a campsite for tonight, so we just did a hot shower, which was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good idea to book the site for tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're actually staying just 2 minutes away from the beach that we were surfing at, and there's actually another beach just here straight off the campsite, so we'll maybe give that a bash tomorrow. I don't know if Vendy maybe mentioned earlier, but we hired the boards for tomorrow as well, so we've got them on the roof here and we've got the wetsuits here. So we're ready for tomorrow. So this is home for tonight. We're ready to sit down and get some food on and have a beer. But I think before that we're going to just take a quick walk down to the beach here and see how the surf looks right from the site.
Beautiful beach down here as well. I guess it is still just the same beach but a different bit. Must be our luck though, because we were in the fog all that time when we were out, and now it's sunny, and it was sunny when we woke up, so that's luck.
Windy? There's no windy here, is it?
Chef Vendula on the case again here. I just got in trouble for turning a chicken. Didn't I?
You just stay out of my way, it will be easier. actually been coming to this spot every morning for our breakfast, and today we're back for afternoon coffee as well because we missed all the coffee shops. They're all closed really early here. I think people here must just drink coffee in the morning. So it's a van-made coffee with a view.
There's Ed, parked there. A view of the marina.
We're on our way to Tofino today, and we just stopped at a rainforest at the Pacific Rim National Park, and it's very beautiful. Come and see.